I mean, me and Paul had worked together quite a lot. We did a theatre show together where we explored themes of gambling and drinking, which was sort of based around stories about my granddad. And then Paul went away and stole all that, and he did.
Made it into a film.
Made it into a film. No, made you know, his own story about a trip around Europe and with some of the themes. So, and then I did. Paul asked me to do some sort of script, help him develop the script with Richard Ayoade and Amelia Bullmore. And so that's the first time I saw the script, and I was like, oh, he's written a pretty good script here, pretty interesting. And I sort of knew, because I knew Paul's aesthetic, and he likes to do things, you know, different and with a certain look to it. And I thought he'd found a great way of doing that, with going into these different worlds and having a different aesthetic to each scene. And then I had to audition to get in the film about 100 times.
It wasn't as much.
I was never a shoe-in. How many did you have?
Yeah, 4. 4 huge auditions. No, you did not. Yeah,
how did you see what I was doing?
Yeah, 5. Yeah,
Oh.
I saw the big hand come into view. No, yeah, I had 4. So I came across the script kind of in a very conventional way, which was my agent got me an audition. And I don't think I saw the whole script first off. I think I just saw some sides, and I came in and just read with the casting director, and then came in the second time and did some stuff with Paul. And I think he saw kind of a bit of Stephen in me.
You.
And then we both read with different people. I read with a couple of other potential bunnies.
You've never told me who they are.
So I never will.
Is it Steven Seagal?
Yeah, one of them was Brad Pitt. He was never
Clooney, Seagal, Pitt.
He was awful.
Yours are all people like Mark Owen.
Yeah, another lots of experienced good actors.
Then we had like a thing called a chemistry audition.
Yeah.
Where, you know, we had to meet other people, and I guess we had the best chemistry.
Yeah, this is quite a late interview because we did an interview earlier. We had really good jokes with the chemistry.
We had some amazing jokes.
Some really good jokes about the chemistry.
Involving magnesium strips and conical
and a gas
flasks.
tap. But it was...
Should have been
there. They've gone now. See, this is, you're getting the standard answers, the real truth now. You could ask us anything.
You need the truth.
Yeah.
People,
What's
DVD
on
watchers.
DVD, they're going to be like, these two, that bloody...
Why did I put this on? I'm really stoned. And now they're staring at me with these weird little eyes.
There we go.
Go to bed! Yeah. This is all a waste of time.
Exactly. Put the film on again.
Put the film on again.
Yeah, or buy another one.
You might like it this time. Get White Lightning out when you take it back to Blockbusters.
Yeah, that's
actually
really
they don't have extras on.
They don't have extras on White Lightning. They've got the trailer. So if you didn't get a good idea of actually after you've watched the film, watch the trailer.
I wonder what this film would be like in condensed form, but as like a selling item.
For 2 minutes. There's only one way to find out, really.
Let's watch the trailer.
Was that one question? This is going to be a huge...
They're like two kind of nerdy outsiders at school who maybe don't necessarily get on with everyone else, so they form their own social team that Bunny's the king of.
Yeah.
And
Stephen's the kind of follower.
Bunny started his own cult.
Yeah.
And Stephen's the only member.
Yeah.
I think they, you know, they're opposite sorts of people, and I think they do. Those people, you know, are attracted to each other. You ever heard opposites attract?
What?
That was invented for this film.
Let's put that. Actually, that could be the tagline, couldn't it? Bunny and the Bull.
Opposites attract.
A film by Paul King.
No, they are very different. Yeah, because Bunny takes risks and Stephen doesn't. But I think they, you know, they kind of make each other whole. You know, you can't have two hedonists. You can't have two people go. You know.
I mean, it's just basically stolen my answer from an earlier, that really brilliant round.
I said having two.
Something that I said earlier. I had that stored away for when I started speaking. Now I've got nothing. Go on. What was
Sorry, go on.
What was the question?
How would you describe a relationship between them, and what do you think what effect do you think they have on each other?
Yeah, I mean, opposites attract. No, I think you know. I was saying earlier that I think if some people have said that this friendship would never work in the real world because they're both quite selfish individuals in their own way, and but I think friendships really are like that. You know, you kind of find. In a friend, it's often something that you don't maybe have yourself, so they give you something. Like Bunny certainly makes Stephen more open up more and be more sociable and go and do things he would never do on his own. And Stephen, you know, Stephen's constantly bailing Bunny out. So they exist far better when they're together.
Bunny wouldn't like to hang out with someone like himself because then he'd have to compete to get girls.
Yeah, exactly.
And not be the boss of the situation and have no one to clean up his mess. We didn't enjoy the dog because the dog
smelled.
The dog had halitosis. And the handler said, we'd sort of made the mistake of picking this dog and going, he looks
he's
nice.
a lovely, pretty dog.
We'll use him, and we'd shot the first bit, and then she went, watch him, he's got halitosis.
And we were like,
dogs do smell, that's fine. She went, no, he has a serious, even for a dog, he has a big problem.
This is bad.
And it also was the most breathy dog.
It seems to be constantly like it just run a long way, and it hadn't. It was basically just laying down.
Yeah. It was the pantiest dog. And the bear was very easy to work with, apart from it was very heavy.
Yeah, we had to carry it in different ways.
Carry it a lot. We got a good technique. If there was a bear carrying championship,
we'd definitely be right up there.
We'd be up there. We wouldn't win it.
We might.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Let's not fall out over whether we're going to win the bear carrying championship.
No.
But what was the other one?
Bull.
Oh, the bull.
I mean, the stop motion bull was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was always right where it needed to be.
Aggressive, frightening looking bull. The real bull.
It's kind of like we said, it's such a good joke, we can't waste it. But it was more like what did I say? A tired cow rather than a raging bull. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is good.
That is a good one.
Should have done it more just spontaneous.
No, it was just like a joke I'd come up with. I've already done it like 4 times. But it wasn't that the bull wasn't great.
It just ambled towards me.
Yeah.
And so I think they speeded it up to make it look like it was charging.
There was a guy that had come with the bull with some huge boasts that he could control it with a whistle, which he then couldn't. So he just walked around blowing a whistle like he was at some crap rave.
We're supposed to be a really experienced bull handler and his bull, and they'd worked together for years. But I think he just found a bull.
He did, yeah. He'd just brought to this bull and gone,
I'm going to use this bull.
Yeah, I tell you what.
In films and that. Pretend I can control it.
Yeah.
When it's actually technically impossible to control a bull.
Exactly. They don't respond to whistles.
Like he set up this electric fence around
Otherwise,
the bull.
matadors they'd whistle, wouldn't they?
Rather than stab it in the head.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to do that. Just be a series of whistling.
He set up this electric fence, and then when this bull's never got through this fence in all the years of being with this bull, and on the first take, it just went, and then just crashed through
straight through the fence.
The fence.
And then ran around the perimeter of the field for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I think those were the 2 hours I became addicted to smoking in those 2 hours. So
that's the fault of that bull.
That's the fault of the bull. I'm an addict.